Nobody is going to say this to your face. Not your boys. Not your family. Not the comment section full of people telling you to enjoy your freedom and focus on yourself. Nobody. So I will. You are not thriving. You are not on a journey. You are not figuring it out. You are standing completely still and calling it growth. And somewhere deep in your chest, right now, you already know I am right. That is why you clicked. That is why you are still here. Good. Do not leave. Because what I am about to tell you is the conversation nobody around you has the courage to start. Being single as a man is one of the most powerful seasons of your entire life. And most men burn it to the ground without ever realizing what they had. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through 5 truths about staying single that nobody is putting in front of you. Not the motivational version. Not the treat yourself version. The real version. The one that actually changes something when you hear it. Stay with me. By the end of this, you will not be able to look at your life the same way. Let's get into it. Here is what nobody explains to you when you enter this season. Being single is not a break. It is an audition. Every single day you are alone, life is watching what you do with the silence. What you build when no one is checking. What you become when no one is impressed by it yet. And right now, honestly, what is the verdict? Look at your mornings. Look at your evenings. Look at the small decisions you make when no one is watching and nothing is on the line. Are you the man you keep describing in your head? Or are you just the man who has a really good plan that never actually starts? Most men treat being single like a hotel room. They mess it up, they leave things half-finished, they figure someone else will clean it up eventually. But this is not a hotel room. This is your foundation. And you cannot build anything real on top of a life you never bothered to take seriously when it was just you. The test is happening right now. Today. In the choices you are making this week that feel small and invisible. And the man you are becoming, or failing to become, will show up in your next relationship, your next opportunity, your next version of life, whether you are ready or not. Let me ask you something honest. When is the last time you sat in a quiet room, no phone, no music, no background noise, just you and your own thoughts, and felt genuinely okay? For most men, that question lands like a punch. Because the truth is, the silence is not peaceful. It is loud. And the only way to survive it is to keep the noise going. Another show. Another scroll. Another conversation that means nothing. Another late night that leads nowhere. You have confused stillness with emptiness. And now you are running from your own mind like it is the enemy. But here is what that constant noise is costing you. You cannot hear what you actually want. You cannot think clearly about where you are going. You cannot feel the things that are trying to get your attention, the ambition, the anger, the hunger, because you buried it all under distraction. Peace is not the absence of discomfort. Peace is what happens when a man has faced his discomfort and decided to move forward anyway. You have not found peace. You have found avoidance. And those two things feel identical right up until the day they do not. Here is something men say constantly when they are single. I have got higher standards now. I know what I want. Okay. Great. But let me ask the other half of that equation. What are you doing to become the man those standards require? Because standards are not just about what you will accept from someone else. Standards are about what you bring. What you show up as. What you have actually built. A man who wants an ambitious woman, is he ambitious? A man who wants someone disciplined, is he disciplined? A man who wants a woman who has her life together, does he have his together? This is where most men go completely quiet. Because the uncomfortable truth is this: during the season you are claiming to level up, you are actually coasting. Doing the bare minimum. Waiting for motivation to arrive like a delivery package. High standards without high effort is just a fantasy with a justification. And the woman you say you are waiting for? She is out there right now, building herself, not waiting for a man to be ready. The question is not whether she exists. The question is whether you will be worth her time when she arrives. Before I get into the last two, and these are the ones most men are completely unprepared to hear, I want to say this. If what I am saying is landing for you, If you are sitting there recognizing yourself in these words and you are genuinely ready to do something about it, I put everything I know into a guide built specifically for this season. It is called The Grounded Man's Playbook, a no-nonsense, straight-talking resource for men who are done drifting and ready to actually build. No motivation speeches. No fluff. Just the framework. Link is in the description. Go grab it after this video. Now, the last two. Fais attention. Nobody likes to say this. So I will. You are not as young as you feel. Not in a dramatic way. Not to scare you. But the window, the specific window of time where the decisions you make compound the fastest, where your energy is highest, where your habits set like concrete, that window is not permanent. And every week you spend in neutral is a week you do not get back. The man you keep saying you are about to become, he needed you to start 6 months ago. He needs you to start today more than he has ever needed anything. There is a version of your future where you look back at this exact season and you realize it was the moment everything changed. The turning point. The chapter you tell people about. And there is a version where you look back and you realize this was the moment you had everything you needed and did nothing with it. Both futures start tonight. Not next Monday. Not when you feel ready. Not when things calm down or line up or make more sense. Tonight. Because the man who waits for the perfect conditions never becomes the man the perfect conditions were waiting for. Here is the real thing nobody tells you. The world does not remember men who were once single. It remembers men who used every season, including this one, to become someone worth remembering. Right now, in cities all over this country, there are men your age who are building businesses, getting stronger, reading things that sharpen them, having conversations that challenge them, becoming someone who walks into a room and changes the temperature. And there are men doing the opposite. The gap between those two groups is not intelligence. It is not talent. It is not even opportunity. It is decision. One quiet, private, uncomfortable decision to stop performing the life and start living it. You do not need to announce it. You do not need to post about it. You do not need anyone to validate it. You just need to make it. Because the brutal reality of being a man is this: nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to hand you the version of yourself you keep dreaming about. You are going to have to build him. In the quiet. In the discomfort. In the seasons that feel like nothing is happening, when actually everything is being decided. This is one of those seasons. What you do with it is entirely up to you. So here is where we land. Being single as a man is not a curse. It is not a punishment. It is not something to survive until something better comes along. It is a construction site. And right now, you are either building or you are standing in the middle of it watching the clock. If this video hit something in you, good. Do not shake it off. Do not go back to the scroll and let it fade. Use it. The guide is in the description, The Grounded Man's Playbook. Read it this week. Apply it. Come back different. If this gave you something today, subscribe. I put out content every week for men who are serious about the build, not the performance, the actual build. And if you want to keep going right now, the next video is right there. I will see you in it.